the music podcast. We have the one, the only Alex Spencer joining us today. Firstly, I want to say thank you on behalf of everyone who listens to your music, bringing back indie tunes over their mind, body, and spirit. It makes people feel, Alex. So we're very happy to have you on the podcast today.
Legend, man, it means the world. I'm excited to chat. I love a good ramble.
Well, you're in for a treat today, though. We're going to ramble. So, our first segment that we're going to play is over and underrated. We're going to name some musicians. You're going to tell me if they're overrated, underrated. Maybe they're just rated fine, Alex. Maybe you like them just as they are, mate.
All right, perfect.
Someone's quite controversial, though. I'll put it in there now. Right, the
Ooh.
first band I'm going to throw at you guys is Foles.
Oh, underrated. I love them so much. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, got to completely agree with you there, Alex. I think Foles are probably one of my favorite bands. So yeah, underrated.
A
No,
band,
I
a band
go
we
on.
at Transmit Festival, which Alex, you've actually played this year.
Yeah, we played Transmit Festival in July, was it? We did a crazy tour with the Black Keys all around the UK, and then we ended it off playing Transmit Festival. Didn't sleep at all. Drove from London. At the Ali Pali we played, which was honestly crazy. Drove up to Glasgow and we opened the Transmit stage, BBC introducing, and yeah, surreal. Loved it there.
Mate, we love the Black Keys. Me and Tom, we're a big fan, and obviously doing that would be absolutely incredible. Right, next eyes I'm going to throw you guys will be Kaiser Chiefs.
Mm. I'm I'm rated in the middle. Like I've never been a huge Kaiser Chiefs fan, but obviously some of the bangers used to come on my playlist when I used to drive to school in the morning on my bike. Tell me what about you?
Oh, it's difficult, isn't it? I think overrated.
Wow, I'd go underrated, boys. I disagree with both of you.
Really?
I'm in the middle. I don't know. Yeah.
I love Kaiser Chiefs. Block Party.
Ooh, they're special, you know.
Mm.
Like again, I should be listening to them more, but I'm gonna say underrated because I think the music is really cool, and I'd say it's got twang to it. It's different, and didn't they could just come back for like a 10-year anniversary or something
Yeah,
this summer? Was it the Crystal Palace Stadium?
yeah.
But
There's been a big
as
tour
well.
with the Silent Alarm, their big album reunion. Tom, what were you thinking?
Oh, do you know what? Every time I listen to Block Party, I think these guys are really good, and then I just like don't listen to them at all. Like every now and then, like a song will come on shuffle, and I'm like, oh, this is like these guys are really really good, and then that's it. So I'm gonna say underrated. I think I agree with Alex there. I probably should give him a little bit more airtime. I think.
And my last one I'm going to throw you boys is Nothing But Thieves. I saw them at Isle of Wight and I couldn't believe how good they were. I'm not really giving them a chance. After seeing them now, I'm a big fan. So what are you guys thinking?
Tom, do you want to go first?
Um, underrated. I'd say underrated. No one's overrated Nothing But Thieves, are they? So yeah, underrated.
Yeah, underrated. I'll be honest. Like again, considering I make music, I've not really listened much to Nothing But Thieves. So is that should go on. That's gonna go on.
So I'm going to give you a playlist after this to go
Yeah,
away.
please give me a playlist because I think I don't know. I do listen to everything, but maybe some of these bangers I've not been into. Yeah. What with Nothing But Thieves? What like era? Like 2000s, late 2000s, or
Yeah, I feel like 2010s, but they've really come on strong of late. I think they've built a real international fan base now, so they're picking up momentum, mate. They definitely are. But we want to come into your life and this what a year you've had and a year you're coming into. I want to talk about the Manchester like origins, like your influences. I can see the Oasis posters, and then you've had this big single Nightmares on FC25. Like my dream, if I was a musician, would be have my song on FIFA. So tell me what happened when you found out.
mate. So where do I start? Okay, first of all, like FIFA. So I started off music busking on the streets of Manchester when I was about 12 years old. I'd go out every week, and my dad would take me, and I'd be playing like obviously Oasis covers, all the Manchester music and the classics. And then throughout my years, I got signed to a label, and I started meeting people, getting gig opportunities, and getting out there on social media. As you know, like the power of social media was everything. And I started writing songs, and I wrote Nightmares, and one of my previous songs from my first EP, One Step Forward, got pitched to FIFA and they loved it. I saw me on social media, the FIFA people, and they loved it, but nothing came from it. And I've obviously, I've funny fact, I've never had an Xbox or a PlayStation at home. My mum's always been anti like all that, but I've always played the game at my mate's house or something. Anyway, year later, I heard through like I saw emails and this guy I was working with. It was like maybe FIFA might be happening, and I'm not getting my hopes up because last time it didn't happen. Anyway, I was on the bus going to college June last year, and I got the email, the confirmation with all like the big contracts and stuff. FC 25 Nightmares, and when I tell you, like my heart was pumping, like oh wow, it was a honestly dream come true. That's how I can say it. And still to this day, I've not been able to process how like crazy it is, but for me, like since I started music, it's always been a dream to have my song on FIFA. And I guess for every artist, and I'm so lucky to be amongst all the icons who have been on FIFA. Uh, so
It
it's
is an iconic thing, isn't it? Like I remember like some of my early memories, my favorite songs being FIFA tracks, and you look at everything in the bottom man and all these
you've got the album, yeah.
yeah, just like seeing all this and like it just has such an influence. People in 10 years, Alex, will remember Nightmares and be like, wow, I remember this game at that point. It really
Yeah.
is an iconic thing. And I'm really glad you mentioned that, like the come up, because people look at
Yeah.
this year you've had, Alex, playing the major festivals, supporting Black Keys, your huge Manchester sellout, massive well done on that. And they think, wow, like this is what an incredible thing this is. But actually, you're saying, no, years and years of busking and
Oh,
doing this has gone in.
years, man. Yeah, of course. Years have gone into it. Like, I've got a big ups to my mum and dad. They've been there for me since day one. They've seen it through and through. And I've not even really started the career yet. Like, I'm only 18 in a way. Started when I was 12 and I've worked so hard. But I feel like in 10 years' time, how much more I hope to achieve and work hard on. And I look back on these memories and just like be happy on how much I enjoy doing this. And like, I'll thank myself. But do you know what I mean?
It's incredible, mate. And you've worked really hard to get there. I want to ask you both now, what was your first ever memory of music, boys? Like when you look back, like what was the first thing you ever remember about music? Like was it an album? Was it a certain song?
Uh, Tom, do you want to go? Or...
Yeah, I mean, I can like really clearly remember like my parents love music. Like I've always grown up with them listening to music. But I think like the very first memories, like I always remember being like a little kid, and my dad would be like cooking like a Sunday dinner, and they'd just have like he had a huge like don't even know how to describe it like a set of drawers, but like specifically for CDs. And this thing was like, like 5, 6 foot tall. And so he's always been like playing music. So like I can just remember that I've listened to a lot of like Red Hot Chili Peppers would probably be like the first one, like a Sunday with Red Hot Chili Peppers playing whilst like he's cooking like a meal or something like that. I'd probably say that's probably the first standout memory for me, I think.
Yeah, for me, I'd say I think we moved into my current house in like what 2012, and I remember 2013, and that year the AM album came out. And I was only about five here, but I do really remember my mum and dad blasting the whole album through. Uh, they blasted the whole album through, and I do really remember that album as well as Arcade Fire. But yeah, if I don't,
Like it's mad, like at 5 years old, just like vividly being in that moment, remembering it.
yeah,
It's just
go
It's
on.
crazy you were like 5 as well, because that album for me and Josh are the same age, so it's showing our age a little bit here. Because I remember that album coming out just as we were leaving school,
Oh
so
yeah.
so yeah, we're
But also, I think my mum always tells me the story that when I was in her belly, I think she went to watch New Order with my dad, and I was kicking away the whole night. So the video, so hey, maybe that was the one that got me.
The turning point. Amazing. Alex, playing that big headline, you've got 600 people there screaming your lyrics back to you. That is the moment all musicians want, isn't it? I mean, on any level, whether you're playing huge festivals or playing to 50 people, how can you describe that feeling to me? I'm not a musician. I'm not talented like you. I'll never know it. So tell me every detail.
Mate, look at the smile on their face. Look at it. Oh, how do I go? Like I said, like worked so hard for that moment, but the moment we sold out Gorilla and played the show, the moment I stepped on stage, I felt the energy in the room. And for me to put on a good show, like the my fans and the crowd is everything to me. And they backed me from the first song, screaming every lyric. And when I say every lyric, it's never been like that before. And obviously, it was a hometown show, but honestly, it's that feeling of excitement and like, wow, like I've done something amazing here that we've worked so hard for. And I don't know, have you seen that video at Gorilla when everyone's bouncing, jumping away? I do a backflip on stage, and it was just, I was, I've I manifested my whole life for a moment like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's what I want to do, and I see myself doing that on bigger scales. But we sold out Gorilla on our first UK tour in April of this year, and yeah, it was crazy.
Do you ever get emotional listening back to your music or remembering moments like that? Like I see this beam and smile. Do you ever like just are you very present because it's happening now, or do you get a chance to reflect and go, oh my God, like supporting this artist? And I saw we do a Corella, a great band and Black Keys. Does that ever sink in at any point?
Well, yeah, it's cool you say that because a lot of the music I've been writing about the last couple of months have been kind of talking about the concept on nostalgia and looking back, enjoying the present and everything. And of course, like there's times where you'll find me like in the evening, I'll because content's everything. I'll be editing content, going through the Google Drive folders, looking for bits, and I'll stumble across videos from what last year or when we played a show with X or Y, and I'll be like, wow, like how amazing that was. And I've kind of tried to teach myself to like live in the present, live in the moment, because it's like when you're in the moment, it's amazing, but then obviously you miss it. So enjoy to like take it all in. And yeah, it can get emotional because there can even be times where like touring life is crazy and the come down can be horrible. You spend like like recently September, we spent 7 days around the whole UK supporting Corella, which we loved. And then the day after you get home and you just sat in bed Monday night, like back to reality, back to school the next morning, back to work. And it's just like, wow. Do you know what I mean? The come down can be horrible to you. So that's why just be level headed, stay grounded, and just kind of enjoy the moment.
Oh, so I love the fact you're talking about this because it's amazing for like we have a lot of musicians that listen to this, just hearing like you've got the glamour here, but also this is what comes with it. And you're so right, you're on such a high and then you're back to normal, but maybe that grounding's good and maybe that's gonna get your best work out of you. And you keep going back to social media, how important it is building new fans, connecting on there, which I think is great. Before I get
Yeah.
to the fan questions, Tom, have you got anything you want to ask Alex?
Yeah, I mean, like you've in your time here, like you've obviously like you're so young and you've like achieved so much more than like many people could even dream of. Like, what keeps you going at this point? Because I think there's a lot of people that be like, oh wow, I've done all these things. You know, I've played shows, I've had crowds singing back to me. Is it just living like for that buzz, or is there like what's the next steps and things like that? How do you keep yourself like motivated and up for it?
So I'm trying to word it right. I've thought about this a lot. What motivates me to keep going is the goals I've already achieved, and like seeing what's the word? I'm on the spot here. Seeing the progress I've made on my journey helps me keep going, and I've learned the journey is everything. Obviously, you'll get to your end goal, which will be great, but without the end goal isn't the journey. Does that make sense?
I mean, so you almost want the journey to keep going, really. I think
Yeah, and I feel
is
that
the
that motivates me to keep going, seeing also others enjoy. I'm a big people pleaser, which comes with pros and cons.
mm,
But do you know what I mean? There's goods and bads to that. But the goods, I love putting on a show, and I want every single person in that room to leave to have felt years younger, to have let. Do you know what I mean? Someone comes to my gig, I always say, look, any problems, let them go. We're here tonight. Enjoy it, smile on your face, and I'm always there for a good time. And I want to inspire people.
mm,
I also have been speaking about a lot of my first EP. I want to be a voice for the youth, for people who have a goal, a dream, and it sounds so cliche, but like I look at myself and I was like, I always had the dream when I was younger. I want to be playing shows. I want to be writing music. I wanted to be an
mm.
actor at one point, I think. But like I like, and here I am now doing shows, and I feel like anything is so possible if you like put your mind to it and you believe in yourself and you live and breathe it. And yeah, like I love inspiring people, and I get loads of young musicians messaging me all the time asking for advice, and I just love to help. And yeah, it's one of them.
Amazing, amazing.
Answers your
So,
question.
yeah, no, absolutely. Nightmares. Obviously, I think it's probably on FIFA or on FC25. What changed, or what's changed since that point? Obviously, that's such a huge song for yourself. Like, did that just open so many doors, do you not notice anything different? Maybe you release a song and it kind of doesn't change anything, but like, and did you, when you were writing it, did you know it was destined for that?
So what's so since so I dropped the song. I didn't get on Nightmare. Sorry, I dropped Nightmares, and it didn't get on FIFA till maybe a couple months later. It was, or
Mm.
even a year later. And as soon as it got on FIFA, like straight away, it opened so many doors for me to. I see on my stats, and I have listeners from all around the world, which is like I would have never had in a way, and it's opened doors to me to like the South American audience or Africa or Asia. And the song has Spanish in. I'm half Spanish. My mum's from I was born in Barcelona actually. Dad's Mancunian, born and bred, and the song's got a bridge in Spanish. So I think also that's helped open up my audience to South America. My dream is to go out and play in there. Some of the crowds out in South America and Spain are crazy. But also, yeah, I guess like having FIFA kind of helps me build. It's not like changed my life forever, but it has obviously helped me grow a bit more. It's pushed numbers up, and I guess like yeah. So that's it.
I
And
think that's a
yeah,
good point to have as well, actually, of like, yeah, if you treat it just as a step as well, because I think there's a lot of people that it'd be easy just to cash in on that for probably the rest of their career. But
yeah,
if you just keep level headed and just say, oh, that's one step, that's a great achievement and obviously opens so many doors, but that's all it is. And I've got to then progress on to the next step. I guess like my final question for you, just to like wrap up this segment, is like, what's changing like your writing process?
oh
How's that developed and how does that look when you're writing a song
yeah,
from beginning to end? Sort of what's changed maybe, and since, so I'm guessing you're
yeah,
probably working with some other people, getting some like, more
yeah.
influences and stuff like that. Has that helped things? Does it hinder things? Like, how does that change?
Your question before when we wrote Nightmares. So originally it was like I had a silly little nightmare one night. Next day I got some voice recordings and wrote some lyrics around it. And when I finished writing it and had the full song done, we knew straight away this is like made for FIFA. This is made for something. It was a banger right there. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the question from before. And then how my writing process has changed. Uh, in a whole, I've been writing loads the last couple of months, and I think I'm getting older. I'm maturing more as an artist, finding my sound, finding like the personality. So in a way, that's how it's changing, I guess, and I'm experiencing more. When I was signed to my label and when I was 16, they were obviously like, I was writing great songs, but they were like, Alex, you're only 16. You've only lived not even like a quarter of your life. So wait, keep getting the experience, keep traveling, and I guess that's how songs are written. I guess from every banger has a story to it. I've also kind of learned a lot of people write for radio and write for TV and this, but I'm trying to write more for myself and true to me because people it's all about how music makes someone feel. And do you know what I mean? When you listen to a song, I'm gonna ask you a question now. When you listen to a song, like why do you listen to music? It's a wide question, but
I
like
I think you want that emotional connection, don't you? Like you have certain songs for certain moods that
yeah.
you're gonna want to relate to. Like your music, I'm coming home from work, I'm buzzing, I'm going to the football layout, I'm just ready to go. Whereas I might listen to something a bit more slow and sad if I'm having a bad day. Like I think it's a relatable thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
Incredible. Right.
amazing.
We're going to go on to the fan questions. I'm going to open up to both the boys, if I can. The first question is, what is your favorite midnight snack? That's from Lucy.
Ooh. I don't mind.
Go, go, go.
So, like, I always used to have a in the night, I'd have my food and then I'd go downstairs and get a bowl of cereal I'd cut a banana, bit of sugar on there, get the milk right to the top. But yeah, that
Alex, you are talking my language. Bowl of cereal, crunchy nut, top of that list. Westmo, what are you going for?
Oh, mine's probably a little bit. I'm a sucker for sweets, so yeah, give me like. I've had my dinner, I've sat down, and I'm just getting that little fancy something, a little bag of sweets. So I'm here for it.
What cereal are you going for, Alex, before I move on?
uh crunchy nuts is the one. However, my mum got rid of them because they were like too sweet, too sugary. But I love the wheat ones. No, not Weetabix, the malted Wheaties or whatever they
Yeah,
are.
I love them as well. Little chocolate bits in there as well. Spot on. We've got a question here. This is an incredible question. This is from Jess. Hi guys, absolutely loving the pod on my way to work. Can you ask the boys? They can headline Reading and Leeds Festival, but the crowd had to be entirely made up of your ex-teachers. Would you do it?
Headline Reading Leeds. I mean, we crowd up the ex-teachers.
Have a good rapport with the teachers, Mr. Westwell, Mr. Spencer?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think so. I just don't think there'd be enough of them to the crowd at Reading or Leeds. But I don't think. I think they'd probably be. I was quite a quiet kid at school, so I think a lot of them would probably just be like, "Did I teach this guy? I don't remember him really."
Alex, all you like at school wasn't that long ago.
I'd love to. My teachers were the goats, you know. I don't know if I was lucky, but I had go with teachers. And when I left year 11 and we finished GCSEs, I did my first headline show in Manchester at the Deaf Institute, and a few of my teachers came to the gig, and they were in the mosh pits with all my mates, but they weren't allowed to come. So I don't know if I'm out in the mouth. They weren't allowed. The head teacher said they couldn't come, but they did come, and they bought my merch and they're big fans. So yeah.
I love that. What a venue the Deaf Institute is. The history behind that venue. I love it there. Incredible. Okay, the next one is this is from Adam. He said, "Do you guys believe in ghosts?"
No.
Straight in.
Right, I'm gonna go on another ramble. So my most recent, I'm not even like trying to promo my EP, but I've got it even right here on vinyl. Get it? No. We shot the music video for my newest EP. Where do we go from here? In June, and we did it at this haunted house, a big mansion, just on the outskirts in Manchester. Used to belong to like the royal, Belgian royal family or something like that. Anyway, it's like turned into this like crazy house where people have raves and street music videos and stuff. And apparently, there's some kind of spirits in there, and the owner swears that he senses them. And on the day, it felt a bit eerie, and apparently they roam the halls. So I don't know, spirits could be.
I believe in spirits. I think they're here, man. I think your spirit stays behind.
Yeah, but ghosts.
There we go. Can you ask the boys, is there a fashion trend they'd like to bring back? I would like to say at this point, Alex, Mr. Westway used to be my housemate and he wore an iPhone charger as a belt. Will you be bringing that one back, Westwell, or are you going to go for a new trend?
No, I'm past that now. That saw its moment.
I respect. That's not smart. Fashion trend. I don't know,
We'll say ones I don't want to come back. Do you remember those old like top man V-necks? They're like three buttons here in like a different color.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Horrible. Oh,
I suspect Alex is probably too young to ever have worn them, but
yeah. I thought you guys are making me realize how inexperienced they are. But I think the cool stuff that has come back the last like couple of years is like the retro clothes and the retro vibe, like which I fucking love. Like the old school football tees.
football
love that
tees are
vibe.
back on a big level. I see people like going out for like posh dinners and football tees now. Like they're here to stay.
Yeah,
I'm not so much a fan of. Have you seen like the brands that release like they're not like a a sportswear brand or something like that, but they're like they'll just release like a top man. They'll do like or like a boohoo, and they'll do like a fake like retro t-shirt. So it'll be like a made up team or something like that. I'm not so much of a fan of that, but I am a fan of retro football kits.
I could definitely think of friends of all those.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. We're going to move on now. We've got some music marketing masterclasses, and some brilliant artists that they've done really well in this sense. So Roy Lotus have used an incredible strategy of doing viral covers. They wanted people to really engage with them, get used to the voice, and they released original music. It would drive people to their music, which I think is really incredible for their music marketing in the week, and one incredible band. In music news this week, MTV is officially shutting down. We believe it's because people are moving away from TV and going onto YouTube. Spotify's got a new AI artist deal. AI is getting more and more involved in music, whether we like it or not. And that's coming back. We've got to deal with it.
I'm losing Josh there.
Oh, my back.
Still here, Josh?
I'm here. I'm here. But that is the music news. We're going to move on to Westwell's music quiz.
Oh, that doesn't sound too roughy, does it? Yeah, that's fine. Right, ready for the quiz?
Ready.
Hello. Everyone here?
What's right, Clay?
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I think my Wi-Fi went down.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We found the
Sorry.
culprit. You just had, Alex, you just had a very shocked expression on your face for like a good 20 seconds then. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. Right, so we got the quiz. I'm gonna do 5 questions, and if we need it, then we'll do a bonus question. It's gonna be a question. Just shout out the answer. If you get it right, you get a point. It's gonna be Alex against Josh. So we're gonna start this one. Before Do I Want to Know made them global superstars, Arctic Monkeys' Alex Turner teamed up with a Liverpool bandmate for a lush cinematic side project. What was the name of that duo?
Shadow Puppets with Miles Kane.
Yes.
I've seen them
Yeah.
live. How have I not got that?
That's 1 point there for Alex.
I supported Miles.
Oh, did you?
2.5 ago, yeah, in London. It was my first London show at the Electric Ballroom, and he's such a sound lad.
Yeah, he's a cool guy as well, isn't he? Very cool. Before Supersonic and Live Forever, this early Oasis demo became a cult favorite. It was recorded before they even had a record deal. What was the first song Oasis ever recorded and released as a demo in 1993? Probably one of my favorite songs of theirs.
That's
Queen.
No.
Hello.
I'll give you a clue. It's named after a country.
Colombia.
It is Colombia. Wolf Alice didn't pull their name out of a thin air. It came from a gothic fairy tale written by one of Britain's most celebrated short story authors. Which author inspired their band name? This is a difficult one, guys.
What's he called?
I've met Wolf Alice, and Eddie's lovely, but I'm not. Would I know this author, Westwell?
David Williams.
It's not David Williams. I don't think any of you will get it. It's Angela Carter.
Okay.
The Oxford math rockers, Foals, weren't happy with the final mix of their debut album, Antidotes, and neither was their producer, who actually pulled his name off of the record. Who was that producer?
Is it well known, famous name, famous producer, artist?
No.
Oh, we struggled
Top one there.
Dave Seatek.
No.
The 1975 signature black and pink aesthetic first appeared with a sugary single about breaking rules and stealing cars. In 2013, which 2013 single introduced that look?
Girls.
Nope. Something you'd eat. Yeah, chocolate.
Alex, how old would you have been in 2013?
Been 5 years old.
Franz Ferdinand, last question. Alex, it's 2-1 at the moment.
Okay.
Franz Ferdinand's Take Me Out changes gear halfway through. One of the most famous mid-song tempo shifts in indie rock. What instrument leads that tempo change?
Electric guitar, no.
Yeah, I'll give you that. This is the guitar riff, so yeah, we'll go electric guitar for that one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to say, Alex, you have absolutely thrashed Josh there. So 3-1 to you.
Yeah, I normally lose these things.
No, it's good.
I did an interview like last month where I played FIFA against the interviewer, and I lost the game of FIFA.
Surely that's got to be written into the contracts that you can't lose.
Literally.
Amazing.
But yeah.
Gonna highlight an artist. We've got Elijah. She is from Scotland and she's got a new single out on Friday called Bad Timings. An incredible artist, really, really doing well in the Scottish scene, but obviously branching out now into different places. Based in Glasgow, definitely worth checking out her socials and music. Alex, we're gonna come and finish the podcast on to you. As a musician, what's the best piece of advice that you've been given and why do you think it's stuck with you?
So I was given this piece of advice by Tom from the Lottery Winners and Alex from the Lathams, and they both told me just Alex keep writing music, and this also can link with the advice of like don't stop what you're doing, and if you love it, keep at it, because I never stopped, and I feel like if you just keep at it, like I said before, if you keep at it and you keep wanting it, you'll always hit your goals and you'll never fail. And I guess it just comes down to the hard work and doing what you love. Uh, yeah, it's one of them. I like to be motivational with it all because I feel like if you've got a good perspective on everything, I feel like you know what I mean. You can do it. So
Mate,
I
I
guess
love like you're very much vision driven, like you're seeing things and just making it happen and going
yeah.
through. There's a lot of names that I think we've both kind of circled with. Tom from the Lorry One is great. I was with Declan McKenna on Saturday. I'm doing content for him with BBC Introducing, which was incredibly fun. You've recently done a cover of Brazil, a place that me and Tom absolutely adore, and hopefully you'll be headlining very soon with a little bit of luck. One band that I do want to bring up and talk to you, Alex, is the Cases. I went to Isle of Wight Festival this year with this feeling,
Yeah.
and I get
Boys.
and the cases are on. And Mikey from this thing's going, Josh, you've got to do content, you've got to do content. I couldn't get in the tent. I managed to get in. The boys have rocked the night. I then got backstage with the boys, and they're just incredible. And what I really love about both of you is you love doing these covers, both proud of where you're from. You're like, let's team up, let's do some songs. So talk to me about the boys. What are they like?
Hey, I can't say enough good things. They're the lads. Literally, I was on call to Harry and James before. We're going to watch the Royston Club on Thursday together.
Love.
And they're like the saying, they're well driven, they know what they want. And I met them for the first time at Sound City, I think, in Liverpool. We were both playing, and we were just like we caught up, and we'd seen each other's stuff, and I feel like we get on well because we're all the same age, doing the same things, and can just relate to similar things and help each other out. And we've had a lot of nights out together now, and we're very close, and we're gonna write a tune together, and they'll be supporting me on my tour, I think. Okay.
But that.
It's I don't know if I can say it, but the lads so and yeah, they're like this super sound. And
We love them. Who,
but my February tour next year is gonna be crazy.
Alex? You've worked, supported some huge artists, been on these stages with big artists. Who's your dream collaboration? Is there one act we're going to put on the podcast? You would be like, Josh, I would love to do a tune with them, or get in the studio, or support them. What would that one be?
Since day one, it's always been Sam Fender. I've always looked up to Sam. And he's absolutely like smashing it at the minute. He's always smashed it, but Sam's always been a big inspiration lyrically and just everything he says and his whole vibe. That's always a dream to support Sam. Who else? And then on the Switch side of things, I really admire Dave, and his music is just genius. He just announced his album and his tour, and I'm not a rapper, but I'd bloody love to work with him maybe in the future if I got more into producing or lyrically writing. His lyrics are just like something else. So yeah,
I completely agree. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And and putting that. In terms of dream venues, dream festivals, dream goals, Alex, I want to hear it first. You've got a massive year ahead of you next year. What are some things in the next 3 to 5 years we want to see Alex Spencer at?
Oh man, like right, we're gonna do everything we've done, but take it to the next level. I want to definitely in the next 3 to 5 years, anything's possible, anything's achievable, and it's crazy, it's scary. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, keep growing, selling out more tours, hit Europe and America. South America is a big dream as well. Uh, I really like the end goal. The end goal one day when I made it is to sell out the Etihad. Do you know what I mean? The
Believe.
Etihad in Manchester. I'm a big City fan since day one, and that'd be like boom. You know
Alex,
what I mean?
to write it down, I want you to watch it every single day and make it happen. And when you're
Etihad.
headlining in Brazil, me and Westwell will come over and watch you on it.
Yeah.
All the listeners at home, thank you so much for being involved. You can catch Alex on his February tour. He's playing Edinburgh, Sheffield, Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, and London at some iconic venues. He's going to have some great supports. Wink, wink, the cases, and maybe some others. Alex, thank you so much for coming on today, my friend. I really appreciate it.
Legends, this has been the best podcast, and I'm not even joking. So thanks for much.
Thank you very much.
Westwell, what do we say to the fans?
Firstly, well, thank you to Alex for your time. You've been great. It's been a great recording here, and thank you to everyone listening. And we hope to see you again next week. That'd be a pleasure if you want to come again. So yeah.
See you soon.